If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, PNB Rock says he started this whole rapping, sing-songy style, and DMX asked Tory Lanez to get on a song with him. Plus, Scarface gets coronavirus. Let's talk hip-hop. PNB Rock went on Twitter, right? And he goes, I wish so many motherfuckers would stop trying to sound like me or sound like PNB, right? I created my own wave and I ain't ride off nobody's shit. I got enough kids, right? And then somebody says, ooh, I wonder who he's talking about, right? And he goes, all these little niggas, right? And then he follows that up with somebody else says, well, I need some names. I don't really hear nobody sounding like him, right? And then PNB Rock says, nigga, I started this singing, trapping, and rapping shit, right? Do your Googles. I came home from upstate penitentiary in 2013. Nobody was doing this shit but me. No fucking cap. Just stating all facts, right? So, all right, let's get into it, right? Because I hear you, PNB Rock. You came home from prison in 2013, right? But other rappers, you know, and I'm just, you know, going off the cuff here, but other rappers have been singing / rapping, you know, before 2013, way before 2013, right? It is 2020 now, so let's not just go all the way back to Bone Thugs and Harmony. We're not going to talk about like old school rap, right? We're going to talk about the last 10 years. So basically from 2010 to 2020 right now, right? Anyway, he got out of prison in 2013, but Drake came out in 2010. That's when he dropped Thank Me Later. And Drake is a singer / rapper, right? Also in 2010, Future came out, right? He didn't come out with his album Pluto until 2012, but Future definitely did have singles out. And I think that, you know, Tony Montana was out because Drake was on the remix to Tony Montana, right? And Drake didn't sing, but he was kind of rapping. And that's when it was like, oh shit, this nigga Drake could rap and sing, right? Before Drake, you know, and I said I wasn't going back before Drake, but before Drake, you got T-Pain, you got Lil Wayne, you got Kanye West who rapped / sung, right? And then, you know, Drake has mad kids, and I would say that maybe Future is, you know, Drake's stepson or something like that. But Lil Wayne has mad kids because Drake is Lil Wayne's kid, right? And we're just talking about singing song / rappers, right? But okay, right? PNB Rock said this on Twitter. A lot of people got at him and they kept on mentioning Drake. Another person they kept on mentioning was Chris Brown, right? Okay, fine. Chris Brown is a singer / rapper too, but you know, PNB Rock says that I don't mean Chris Brown. He's more of a singer. Plus, he raps about Lamborghinis and stuff like that. He doesn't rap about hood stuff, right? I'm saying that I was the first nigga from the hood to rap and sing at the same time. Okay, fine, right? You came out of prison in 2013. Me personally, I didn't hear about PNB Rock until like 2016. But according to you, you were the first nigga in the hood to do it because you're talking about in 2013, you was rapping / singing at the same time, right? But Young Thug is a rapper from the hood, and he came out around 2012 with Danny Glover, and he was rapping / singing, right? Future is a rapper from the hood, and he came out, like I said, in 2010, rapping / singing, right? Okay, fine. So PNB Rock says on Twitter that he didn't listen to Drake until he didn't even know who Drake was until 2014, right? Which basically means that the whole time he was in prison, he wasn't listening to any music or the radio. I don't really know if I believe that, but fine, okay? So let's say that he really didn't hear Drake or listen to Drake in 2010, 11, 12, or 13 and heard of him when he got out of prison and after he started rapping and recording in 2014, but still though, a little bit before, you know, PNB Rock went to prison in 2008, 2007, and 2009, there are other rappers that were singing and rapping at the same time, right? You have, Max B, French Montana, right? There are some niggas from Brooklyn, from the Bronx, but, you know, and they're from New York, so maybe PNB Rock didn't, you know, have access to, you know, mixtapes that were in the hood circulating in New York at the time, so, all right, fine, maybe you never heard of them, right? But it's kind of hard for me to believe that you didn't hear a Lil Wayne rap sing song, or a T-Pain rap sing song, or Future, for that matter, before you got locked up in prison, right? So it's it's just a little weird, right? Now, he does have kids though, because, and it's weird because people was, you know, saying, oh, Fetty Wap is one who from the hood raps and sings, right? And it's crazy because Fetty Wap even came out with a mixtape with PNB Rock. Both of them came out with a mixtape together, right? Called Money, Hoes, and Flows, right? And that was like 2016-ish or whatever the case may be. But then Fetty Wap goes on Google, screenshots two things. Screenshots something called Weekend Baby, which is a song by, PNB Rock. PNB Rock goes on Google and screenshots a song called Weekend Baby that he came out with in 2013, and then also screenshots Trap Queen, which was Fetty Wap's first single, and that was in 2014, right? But Fetty Wap did drop other songs even before Trap Queen, even though Trap Queen was the hit, and they worked that song for like a year, right? I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird. I hear what PNB Rock is saying, because he's basically saying, you know, Drake doesn't count, right? You know, Lil Uzi Vert doesn't count, even though he's a rapper slash singer. Lil Yachty doesn't count. You know, all these dudes don't count because they're not from the hood, so put them over there, right? But we're talking about hood people. You got Future, you got Young Thug, you got Fetty Wap, Roddy Ricch, even though Roddy Ricch came out years after PNB Rock. A Boogie, even though A Boogie came out probably the same year PNB Rock came out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that it's just a wave of hip hop that was supposed to go in the sing-songy kind of way, right? So before Drake came out, if you could rap, that's all they wanted, the record labels. That's all they wanted. If you could sing too, they'd be like, oh, bonus. Now you could do your own hooks, which is cool, right? But after Drake came out, he kind of took that style, which was somebody else's, but he did take it and rebirthed it and made it his own. And then after Drake, all record labels wanted to do was sign artists who could rap and sing both, you know, pretty well at a high level, right? And so after that, there was an influx of mad people. And if you want to be technical, all y'all niggas is Drake's sons, right? And just because his subject matter is more about women and, you know, partying and, you know, relationships, and your subject matter is more about, you know, holding down the block, it really don't mean nothing because y'all both have the same musical style, right? But anyway, that's just my opinion, yo. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
But can we at least get the DMX crowd? It's the earth. All we need is the earth. It's over! 44,000 people have
Alright, yo, this is fire, right? Alright, so y'all know, or maybe you don't, that DMX is like my favorite rapper of all time. If you ask me my top 5, I ain't gonna give it to you right now, but number 1's DMX, right? So anyway, DMX is on Quarantine Radio with Tory Lanez, and it's just fire, right? Because first of all, come on. Who really thinks that DMX actually runs his Instagram account? Or do you think that DMX's assistant runs his account, went on live, and then just handed the phone to DMX and was like, oh yeah, Tory Lanez is on live, talk to him for 2 minutes, right? Anyway, it's funny as hell. Tory Lanez was bringing mad people on live, 21 Savage, random, you know, fans, just everybody, right? And he's just in the crib having fun. He got a microphone. He's like doing all kind of stuff, freestyles and everything, games and everything, right? So DMX calls in on his live and it's like, yo, what up? He's like, yo, I'm live. And DMX is like, I know you live, that's why I called in to fuck with you, right? And then so Tory Lanez ultimately asked DMX to rap a verse, right? And DMX is like, nah, I can't do that, but I am in Nashville right now working on a new album, right? Which is crazy. And you know you're gonna have Swiss Beats production all over that thing, right? But then Tory Lanez, as y'all saw, he was like, fine, okay. Instead of getting a verse, can we at least get a bark or a growl or something, right? And DMX is like, right? And then, you know, Tory Lanez just goes crazy. He's like, yo, I can't believe it, right? And then, you know, mad people are like all commenting on it and everything. Academics was on there. He's like, yo, give us a prayer. We need one right now. Like everybody was hyped to see DMX on it. I was hyped to see DMX on there, right? And then DMX is like, yo, I'm gonna need you on a song, Tory Lanez, right? And Tory Lanez was like, no problem. You know, I got you whatever you need, my brother. I love you, right? And this is fire because a DMX and Tory Lanez song would be dope, right? And look, all right, Tory Lanez is, you know, a hit maker, right? And I really think that they should just let Tory Lanez take care of it and handle it, right? And we don't need no Swiss Beat on this one. You know, Swiss Beat has his own sound, but I mean, think about it like this, right? Que Lo Que, that's a song with Tory Lanez and Fabio Foreign, and that song is fire, right? It's an East Coast beat, they all dancing around, and Tory Lanez is murdering it, right? Also, that other song, I think it was Rondo or something like that, with 6ix9ine 6ix9ine, Young Thug, and Tory Lanez when Tory Lanez was murdering the hook on that too. And also it was an East Coast beat because, you know, 6ix9ine's from the East Coast and, you know, Fabio Foreign's from the East Coast. So if you just plug and play, give DMX one of those, you know, Brooklyn drill beats and throw Tory Lanez on there and even give Tory Lanez a verse and just literally let DMX do like one verse and half a hook, I think that we would have a banger, right? And I think it'll be fire, right? And yeah, I do want Swiss Beats to produce a lot of other shit, but just not this one, right? But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
You got some family business to take care of. As y'all know, this coronavirus is out of control. People getting it left and right. I went to see my friend right here, Conrad, my partner in rhyme, Scarface, a few days ago. And, you know, he was, you know, being tested, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And you know, we had high hopes that he'd be all right. And just today, he got the unfortunate news that he had contracted COVID-19. So,
like it's the craziest shit I've ever done and seen in my life, you know. Like I've been to the point where I just felt like I was gonna die, bro.
Alright, yo, so that was a clip of Willie D. So actually Willie D started maybe a couple of weeks ago doing like his own like show, blog kind of thing where he talks about the news, essentially what I do, but he's Willie D. He's a legend. He's been in the rap game forever. But anyway, so Willie D called Scarface. Well, actually, I guess he must have saw Scarface at one point, and then he saw Scarface and was like, Scarface was sick and was like, yo, I'm about to go get tested for COVID-19. And Scarface and Willie D was like, all right, cool. And then Scarface calls Willie D up and I guess was like, yo, I'm positive for that shit, right? So now, you know, Scarface has coronavirus, right? So he's on the show with Willie D, kind of just talking to him about like his symptoms and how he's feeling and everything, right? And it kind of seems like Scarface looks like he's getting a little bit better based off of what he said, but he still doesn't look that well at all, right? So basically he was just saying that, you know, he had pneumonia in both lungs, which is crazy, right? And that he had a kidney failure, and that he was just like throwing up so much that he felt like he was throwing up like hot sauce almost. Like it was just like the insides of his like body and like just fluids and stuff. Like he wasn't throwing up food because he hadn't even eaten anything yet because he couldn't keep anything down, and he just started like throwing up, I guess, your fluids that are just in your body already, like the fluid that's on the wall of your stomach and your esophagus and all that stuff, right? Which is crazy, nasty, disgusting, and it sounds pretty painful, right? And that sounds like having the flu because, you know, I've heard of people throwing up like so much that they just start dry heaving and all that stuff, right? But it's just crazy, man. It's just weird though that a lot of celebrities are getting, you know, coronavirus, and I don't personally know anybody with coronavirus yet, which is kind of strange. And I also live in New York, and according to CNN, New York has 60% of the coronavirus cases in the whole entire country. So while, you know, we have 60% here, the rest of the country got the other 40%. So I probably, you know, just by the numbers, I should probably personally at least know somebody with coronavirus, but I don't, which is a little strange. But let me know what y'all think about everything in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.